What's up, guys? How's it going? More rubric for you. And see, we have the whole panel together celebrating a very important week in wrestling history. We have John Paul Eck, or Eck, and Ryan and Juan. We're here to give you some predictions for what's going to take place on Sunday. Hell in a Cell. So, how's it going, Ryan?
I'm doing very well.
Eck?
Same here.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Hell in a Cell. Not many matches have been announced yet. We're hoping that after SmackDown is over, there will be more matches added to the card. But we have 3 matches that are announced, and we're going to do some fantasy booking on that also. So first of all, let's get the matches that are announced over with. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns against the Bludgeon Brothers. Something that Brando and I predicted in the video from before. So what is the storyline here? Who wins and why?
I think you got to put hopefully they're not called the Bludgeon Brothers, like Harper and Rowan. You got to put them over, I think. And is this in the cell or is this just a match?
No, there's a match. It's a match.
Okay.
Yeah, the only 2 matches so far announced for Hell in a Cell is Sasha Banks and Becky and Rollins and The Fiend.
See, to me, I mean, I don't know how many, if it is only going to be those 2 out of all the, let's say there's 8 matches, 7, 8 matches on the show. I think you need, if you're going to gimmick the whole pay-per-view around Hell in a Cell, have more than 2 be in the cell. Rowan and Harper tried to kill Roman Reigns with cars and throwing whatever, like big shelves or equipment, whatever on top of him. Put this in the cell. Let them beat the crap out of each other. But I think the Bludgeon Brothers win. Or, Rowan and Harper win. And then I think that maybe, I don't know how it's booked, but hopefully continues the feud or starts a feud between Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. I think that's where you got to move on from this story.
Yes. Ryan?
For me, the only thing I'm going to disagree with is too many Hell in a Cell matches. I
knew you were going to say that.
I absolutely hate this pay-per-view.
I agree with you.
This pay-per-view to me should not even exist.
Yeah.
I agree with you to an extent with this rivalry because, okay. First of all, this man tried to kill Roman Reigns. And, I think that's to a point where it should be a Hell in a Cell.
I agree with you where the feud should deserve a Hell in a Cell, but my whole thing is if you're going to gimmick it up, because I don't think a pay-per-view should exist called Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
If the feud deserves it, it don't matter what the show is, give them the cell.
Give them the cell.
But if you're going to be if you're going to book it like this and make this whole pay-per-view is Hell in a Cell, then have more than 2 Hell in a Cell. Like if you're gonna go in, go all in.
Go all in.
That's how I look
all
at it.
the way.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ryan, you say?
For me, I think X right that you need to have Harper and Rowan win this match. Harper just came back.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have momentum on their side right now. A loss for Reigns and Daniel Bryan is not going to do anything to them. So to me, give them the win right here I'm hoping too they're not called the Bludgeon Brothers because doing that is just going to hurt them.
It's going back to the same.
It's rerouting them back to.
Which I don't think they will.
But what are they going to call him then? The White Family? The Bludgeon Brothers?
Maybe it's Harper and Rowan.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know if they need a name.
They really don't need a name.
Or H and R, Harper and Rowan.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
HR?
Once you give them a name, then you're kind of you don't need to gimmick it up. Just let them go out there.
And yeah.
I don't know. Well, they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Close the door.
Hey, give me something.
That's all on tape.
Oh no, it's just good. I can always tweak it out.
But it's live.
And I know it's not live, so it's just good. We'll edit this part, so don't worry. I got the editing skills right here.
I can't take it.
So anyway, I feel that this match is gonna be something that is gonna open the door for Daniel Bryan to actually turn heel again, because as of now he is face.
Yeah.
They kind of flipped it.
Yeah,
it
he
was
forced it, but he's face now. So he's helping Roman. So maybe
because you could even do this match where you have Bryan, he hits the knee on Roman, and then he like looks at them and is like, yeah, go ahead, pin him, and they're all ha ha ha, we're all in on it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
He
you
could-
could
you
book
could
it like
definitely
he
that.
could
do
turn
that.
heel on Roman in the match and then
Yeah.
be like, it was me all along.
Yeah.
It was me all along. These two guys were helping me. You know what you could do to make it even, all the way? Have the Fiend win the title and then you get the Wyatt family back like they had on 2014. Because they had Bryan as a member of the Wyatt family.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Like, if the Fiend is just his own person, I'm fine with that. The family would be cool, but I'm also fine with this stable of like Harper, Rowan, and
Then
Bryan.
So
Yeah.
to me, it will be better, and I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I really hope that's what's going to happen because, again, Daniel Bryan, I don't think he wants to be face. There's no reason for him to be face.
Yeah.
And it's a way to keep Roman and Bryan feuding in a main event status without having the championship involved.
Also, it's a nice way because Harper and Rowan have shown that they're not credible on their own.
Yes,
So to have Daniel Bryan be there and be the leader of them,
that will give them credibility.
would.
Although we know from you and from you that Harper could be good on his own.
I agree.
But he's hated
Yeah.
by Vince McMahon and WWE politics, and that's why
and
they don't
that's
want to
what
do
we
it.
said in the previous video from Monday Night Raw. If you would have booked a stable like the OC good, imagine you could have these like crossover feuds at like a Survivor Series or something between Daniel Bryan's group and the OC.
Yeah.
Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows going against Harper and Rowan, AJ and Daniel
Exactly.
mixing it up.
Yeah.
But the only thing with stables that I don't like is you got to book them.
For
you
example,
gotta book them correctly.
yeah, you gotta book them correctly. You gotta make them in a way that they don't lose, so everybody believes that they're
So,
good.
I feel like we all agree Harper and Rowan should win.
Oh yeah,
And
they
yeah.
they
Are
have
we-
to win.
Yeah.
But are we picking them? I'm picking them to win.
We pick him to win.
Yeah.
I'm picking him to win. You pick them to win. So Rowan and Harper will win, and I think the three of us also agree that Daniel Bryan turns heel.
Yeah.
So that's our prediction. So you
I'm gonna
guys
say
heard it
that
first.
This continues the feud. This is not the end.
This is not over yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to the next one. That this is gonna be Hell in a Cell. Sasha Banks against Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Championship. Right.
I'm not looking forward to this match. I don't think they're going to give them the availability that they do the men, where they can use the cage and do different things, and it's not going to be really a Hell in a Cell match per se. I want to say. I remember when they were, first ever women's Hell in a Cell match with Sasha and Charlotte, and to me it was very average.
Was that the one where she's laying on the outside for like
Yeah.
the first 10
Yeah.
minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I'm like, is this over already? I thought it was like the Mick Foley thing,
Yeah.
where he hits the table and you're like, is it done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's where I
And they
don't-
messed up the match for me. From
They-
the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah,
They
it
did.
wasn't good. It took me out of the match.
to me that's where I worry, because they don't let the women at times do what the men do, and this is Hell in a Cell. You need to go all out for me with this match. It's a very, to me,
It's a good-
sacred match in many ways,
Mhm.
and you don't let them go all out anymore. With the men.
I'm-
So with the women, I don't think they're gonna let them.
I'm
do it.
just going to say, if there's no color and there's no blood in Hell in a Cell, what's the point?
Yes.
That's
we have
what
brought
is-
that up.
We
many
even
times.
said that in our video that
You don't-
thanks for the support also. You've been watching
You
the
don't-
top 10 Hell in a
You
Cell.
don't need to blade. You don't need to hurt yourself. There's fake blood packets now. There's ways around it, but you gotta make it look legit. Cause why else is it Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, what,
You know what I mean?
what's hell in the cell?
That
What's the
sounds-
hell part of it?
Well, yeah, just have a steel cage match, and if that's the case,
Yeah.
or have a normal match, no
Yeah.
stipulation.
Yeah, that to me is, it resembles, I agree with you completely, with both of you. This rivalry has not been so good. They have not delivered what I was hoping that this rivalry could have. But I feel that like if they will go something like that, and now they have AEW to kind of like say, hey, they're doing really good. We have to do something different also. So maybe a little bit of blood, some different ways around it. Use the cage a little more.
This is only my opinion, but both Hell in a Cell matches are not worthy of Hell in a Cell.
No.
I don't see, the women's match being worthy. A Hell in a Cell is where you book several months. This rivalry is going.
Mm-hmm.
WWE doesn't book that way, so
Yeah, they booked themselves into a corner where it's October, it's Hell in a Cell time. Instead of saying we could have this Hell in a Cell match be at Mania, or we could have it be at Survivor Series, or
Yeah.
SummerSlam, whatever.
Make their pay-per-views more like, hype them more with matches like this. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. There's no reason for why these two matches should be contested in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, and I don't even think, to get into it, I don't even think The Fiend deserves a title shot. He beat Finn Balor and he attacked a bunch of old guys.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean? That's not...
The only thing he's done is gone after Seth Rollins, and that's why he's getting a title match.
Yeah, but that's Seth. What was Seth the one? Was he saying, "Oh, I'll fight you for
No,
the championship"?
no,
or
no.
Was it just booked?
It was just
just
show
booked.
up like that. It was
That's
just
what
show
I
up
mean.
like
That's just the quick. Oh, we want to cash in on the Fiend right now.
It's like, what's the hottest thing we have? Or the Fiend. Okay, put him in the championship match. The way that they threw that out is like they had a segment in the Funhouse, and one of the rabbit was talking about. It's like, oh, you're saying that we're gonna have a Hell in a Cell title match with Seth Rollins, and he's like, oh, don't spoil it out yet. So that's how they did it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Fiend should have more matches under his belt. That's my whole thing.
They should make him like this force, like Ryan was saying. When Ryan actually booked how the Fiend should have been, booked in Raw, he should have went over Finn Balor, and then he goes after more people, and he completely kills them all.
After Clash of Champions, I feel like Braun Strowman should have came out, been complaining, blah blah blah, and maybe he interrupts a match between two job guys, beats him up, and then he's like, I'll take anyone on, and the Fiend comes and they have a match. A little bit. The Fiend whoops him in 5 minutes, whatever.
And then you have at least
because then it's like, he beat Braun Strowman, he beat Finn Balor, maybe have him beat somebody else. Then at least he has some wins under his belt instead of just attacking old guys.
Oh yeah. So.
But back to what you said about these matches, yeah, none of them really deserve to be in the cell. My brain is telling me that they go with Sasha, but I don't know. It's up in the air. My pick is Sasha, though.
I hope that they do Sasha just mainly because she needs the championship if she wants to be somewhat credible right now. Becky has held the title for, a few months. I think that it's time for her to drop the title. You don't need Becky as the champion anymore.
Yeah, I know people were saying because last year it was the same thing with AJ when the game was coming out and AJ was on the cover. But because Roman's on the cover with Becky and Roman doesn't have a belt, I feel like if neither of them do, it's not a big deal. But I know they said, and AJ was also the WWE champion, so it was like a bigger title.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a factor for Becky to retain.
To me, the only way that you can book Sasha credible is if you put her the championship.
That's what I mean.
Her.
If you don't do it now, like we
when
said
are you
earlier,
gonna do it?
not when, she's done.
Yeah, right.
To me, I hope that they put the belt on Sasha because to me, Becky is... See, I don't even know her name because she's so stale.
Yeah.
But to me, I think Becky's going to get the win tonight. Or not tonight, but
on Sunday.
Sunday. But, to me, I think she's still going to get the freaking win because, I don't know. They're freaking in love with her now, even though the whole thing is just dry.
Her run is pretty stale to me.
I'm a fan of Becky Lynch, but it all depends how they book it. They booked her awful.
Yeah.
Like that, people said the same thing about Bayley. Bayley's a bad champion, this and that. But when you're booked bad, you can't go and do your own thing. They'll fire you. They'll whatever.
You're the one that is booking your champion so crappy.
Yeah.
You're not make them legit. You're not making them relevant.
That's the thing with WWE. What they go is, we made you a star, and then go make us money. But we're writing you like crap, so then you're not making us money, so then they're going to take the belt off you. They're like, they blame you when something goes bad, but then when something goes good, they're like, well, it's our, that's us.
It is our doing, yes.
Because we made you.
Yes.
And it's like, but you're ruining me because you don't know how to book, because you don't have a wrestling mind. The people who book the show are from, Days of Our Lives and, the reality TV
soap opera
shows.
writers, yes. Ryan has been saying this for years. Because, for example, when they do the game, whoever ranks the game, they don't do a good job at it.
Oh, the dialogue in the game?
No, for example, the stats. How they put him, right? He's always tweaking them. He's putting the moves.
Oh yeah, the people, 2K, they need
because
to go.
Again, but it goes into the same lines. It's people that are not knowledgeable in wrestling. And what does the one thing that Paul Levesque Triple H did with NXT. He surrounded himself with people that are wrestling knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why if he doesn't have, you know, the mindset, help me out with this storyline. Oh, Shawn Michaels, what do I do? Hey, help me out. Boom. Hey, Jeff Jarrett or Dean Malenko at that time. Whoever. You know, get people that are knowledgeable on this. For example, if he doesn't have enough time to put a good story, then Ryan can take over me or you can take over me, you know? These guys don't know how to book and they make the champions look like crap. And that's why Lacey Evans had championship matches when she shouldn't have. Becky looks like an idiot.
Yeah, and that's why you booked that stupid, so what was it, SummerSlam with Natalya?
With Natalya? Just because
Yeah.
why? She's from Canada.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have the Canadian hero in her country, not even in the same city, but where did the feud go? No.
Yeah.
You know, that was my one match and done. So to me, again, my pick is hopefully Sasha because the only way that I could get invested in Sasha is with a title. You said Sasha, Ryan says Becky. We hope the match is good. We know that they're not going to use the cage.
Yeah, that's
if
my hope.
they want to change, if they want to give us something different, I will say you start using the cage.
Yeah, that's my
Let's
hope.
hope.
That's for me. The match will not be good if it's just a normal, decent wrestling match in the Hell in a Cell. Then
You-
there's no point.
you
But
need
if they,
more.
If they use
You
the
do.
cage and they use the toys, then it'll be good.
It will be good.
That's my deciding
And
factor.
when they hit with the chair, can you please like do it more? You know, I will say natural, because you can tell when they're lifting that, it actually like it hurts them to go hard
Mhm.
when they do the chair shots. I just look at Bailey. Let's look at.
Yeah, they need to teach him how to.
I'm like, come
swing
on.
a
I'm like, we
But I
gotta
guess
get
if-
like Mick Foley. I'm like,
Yeah,
come on.
But
you
I guess
get-
if you never swing a chair, because when's the last time WWE had people
I guess that's right.
swinging chairs?
I
Like,
will just have Edge and Christian, you know, come back, and I'll be like, okay, we're gonna do concerto and every single one of you, so you guys know how to do a chair shot. Yeah.
the ghost of Balls Mahoney. You'll tell him.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
the
You
ghost
know.
will come back. See? ECW mentioned right there for the ones that don't know. So, we're going to go to the championship match, Universal Championship match contested in Hell in a Cell. Seth freaking Rollins against The Fiend. Bray Wyatt.
Start us off one.
Okay. I think that, like you guys said, this match is not Hell in a Cell worthy. Again, what Ryan, you said, I think that, like, 6 months ago, if you started that rivalry, and it was back and forth, screwed up after screwed up, I will say, okay, this is worth Hell in a Cell, because it's the end. But to me, this is the beginning, and you can start a rivalry in Hell in a Cell. That's when you finish a rivalry. To me, Seth Rollins has been a very stale champion, mainly because he won the championship in a bullshit way with Lesnar, and he got the title back in a bullshit way. The time with Braun Strowman, bad rivalry, and again, I still cannot get away from the fact that like he hit 4 curb stomps and 1 pedigree. We had no explanation for why he used the pedigree.
His finishers, to me, are bullshit. You know, his finishers are like they're like an arm drag or like a face lock or something. They do nothing. It's a setup. If you hit the curb stomp on someone, that should be it.
Yeah, you don't need 4 of them to finish somebody.
To me, you're not selling the curb stomp at all.
Before you did.
Well, before you did, but now, again, it's not lethal anymore because you've taken it out of it.
Because I understand Lesnar kicking out of it once, but Lesnar's a beast. He's a whole different monster. But they want Strowman to also be on that same level. So you're going to have Strowman kick out of all these moves.
But to me, you
But
don't
not-
you don't need to repeat the same move
Yeah.
after, like Ryan will say, oh, you have unlimited finishers now.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing you know how to do? Are you playing the game? You just put yourself on a limit and just that? And again, no explanation why the pedigree.
Yeah, and it's
Many
not-
people will say, okay, yeah, he uses it, but why?
Yeah.
That's Triple H.
Is that like a heel turn thing? Who knows? But I would say, because I'm predicting him to lose, he should turn heel. But how can he turn heel when he's doing this Team Hogan, sucking up to Hogan, oh, I'm your biggest fan,
Yeah.
doing the pose like a freaking moron.
I will say Seth Rollins became the Roman Reigns.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Roman Reigns did not look as much as a suck-up like Seth Rollins does.
I feel like it's because Seth was natural and he went from like day to night.
Mm-hmm.
It was a complete character change. He
Yeah.
went from a natural, he was cool. We liked him when he got over with the IC
Yes,
championship.
yes.
Because I was booking it where he should have beat Lesnar and had both the belts.
Mm.
that would have been badass. You know,
Yeah.
then he drops one of them the next pay-per-view or whatnot.
Yeah.
But that would have been a badass moment.
Yeah, 2018 SummerSlam, it should have been
Yeah.
set against Brock Lesnar. But
But-
they don't do that. Of course, they give you
Yeah.
Roman, and they screwed him over.
And I was even still a fan at the Royal Rumble, but then, like, when he won the title at Mania, like I said, you know, it was shaky with the low blow. But it's like, let's see where they go from here. And they just,
To me,
they pushed him to the moon and booked him like crap, and we hate him.
I will say also, like, to me, he lost a lot of the momentum when they keep pairing him with the Shield.
Mhm.
Just because, you know, you're single now, you're just your own person, you're on your own character, just don't come back to the Shield. To me, whoever likes the Shield, you know, good for you. I really appreciate you to watching the show, but I was never a fan of the Shield.
That, and then once he won the title and after Mania, when they kept, this hurt him and Becky.
Yeah.
Putting them on TV
Oh,
together
putting them
and all
together.
that.
was
the
awful.
the rival, you know, mention them. Or
Yeah.
if you guys didn't know, they're dating. I'm like, come on, guys, like we.
But see, that's all the reality TV show. I'm not watching wrestling to watch a reality TV show. I'm watching
Yeah.
wrestling to watch wrestling.
Exactly. Like they should have never paired them together. And like Ryan always mentioned, and you remember saying this to me, the men's men. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That's like saying you're Becky's bitch.
Yes.
That shirt probably sold less than, I hope that
We know
I hope
someone that bought it.
I hope
But-
that was the worst selling shirt in
We will not mention
WWE
who did it.
history.
Yeah, so to me, so again, the only way that you can keep the Fiend hot, you give him the championship.
Yeah.
And make him look good, though. Make him look. He's like the hottest thing they have right now. If you put the championship over him, he needs to be unstoppable.
But like I said, who do they have set up for him to go against? Where does he go from here? I booked a scenario with Mysterio. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Are they going to do King Corbin? You know.
You said it. Like the draft is gonna be the
Yeah.
thing that saves this whole situation.
It has to be because there's no baby faces.
There's-
Because
on
I
Raw.
said if
There's
you,
no baby faces.
If you brought back Finn Balor and built him up, I was gonna say Finn Balor win the Royal Rumble. That would have been something cool. Do the Demon and
Again,
the Fiend.
yeah.
But if he's in NXT, Aleister Black. But I think the
Aleister
Fiend's got
Black will
the
win.
Fiend's got to hold it to Mania. If
Yeah.
he's dropping it, it has to be a Mania.
Yes.
Not at some B-level Extreme
No.
Rules or.
Plus here, you can't have him lose because then it's, the whole gimmick's done.
Because, for example, if he loses the championship and he wants to go against The Undertaker at Mania, nobody's going to want to see that.
And also, this is another thing too. People are saying they don't want to see interference, this and that. I don't care if Braun Strowman comes out and rips off the door and power slams everybody, but the match goes on.
The match has to go on. I don't want
I
to
don't
see
care
Brock
if-
Lesnar
I don't
again.
care if-
the Brock Lesnar thing.
I don't care if the entire roster, I don't care if there's 52 dudes in this fucking thing. The match, one of those two guys needs to pin or be
Right.
done.
It needs to
I don't
end
care.
in a pin or a submission.
And that's what it is. Yeah,
It
it needs
can't-
to.
I don't care. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. This feud is done here.
Yeah.
What WWE did with that fucking match when it was Brock Lesnar ripping open the door with an F5 on Reigns and on Strowman and the match just ended. You can't do that with a Hell in a Cell match.
No. Because no DQ.
Right?
Has to continue.
Okay?
Has to
It's
end.
no holds
What was
barred.
that in? Was that at Crown Jewel or where
No,
was
that was,
That was
Hell
a Hell
in
in
a
a-
Cell last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was Hell in a Cell, Roman Reigns and
Oh,
Braun
that was
Strowman.
that was the steel cage thing when they both fell on their backs at a Crown Jewel. I think.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
that,
that.
yeah.
That was that. Yes, yes. But
That was another
but to
bullshit
me,
booking.
and like Ryan said, they need to, and you said, it needs to end.
Mhm.
I don't care. Like they did with Taker when the whole roster came out
That's what I mean.
in Royal Rumble against Yokozuna.
Yeah, that-
the whole
like,
roster
that's
came
a-
out
Well,
and
Vince
still done.
Vince gets off on that, having all these people run in and out and having it be a show. And I get that, but like I said, somebody needs to win.
Yeah,
That's the
somebody
whole-
needs to win, and the Fiend.
Yeah.
You choose the
The Fiend. Yep.
Fiend,
Fiend.
and not Finn Balor. No, because
Not-
he's in
That's the
NXT.
demon.
Yeah,
So
that's the only demon that we know. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. He deserves a nice run, and I think that he's the hottest he's ever been. Because when he held the title, and we watched that Mania, Randy Orton became the champion. That was the worst decision they could have ever done
Oh.
for poor Bray Wyatt. The first time that they should have done any justice to him, beat Cena in 2014 on Mania.
To me, after that,
Done.
I would have walked out.
Done.
Sat out my contract, walked out.
Because every Mania, lost to Taker,
Right? I
every
would
time
have
again,
became Husky Harris and
One-
walked out.
and come to AEW
how,
once
how do you
again.
how do you build that storyline if we're going to Mania 30? How do you build that storyline and then you put John Cena over?
That's
You know what I
I-
mean? The whole story
that's what
was
I
for
mean.
Bray.
That's what I mean. Like the whole thing, it should have been for Bray.
And you even book it to babyface where he don't tap, whatever, maybe like
The Wyatt family comes out.
yeah, where like he loses, but Cena, you can book it where Cena still looks strong, and he was untouchable then.
Yeah.
It's not like Cena's losing and fans are gonna turn on him.
And nobody really cared because it wasn't a championship match. So
Yeah,
if we would have lost, who cares?
And what came from it? It's not like Cena wasn't already a made man. It's like, oh, just put him on the map. No, we
and-
put Bray on the map.
And you know what came from it? There's Bray got buried.
Yeah.
He was buried.
That's
So-
what I mean. That was bad.
Those are our predictions, and now we're gonna go to fantasy booking, because I know Bailey's probably gonna face Charlotte one more time, because that's probably when it's gonna be set up in a few hours on SmackDown Live, because they need a championship match for the SmackDown roster. So I think there's gonna be a rematch on that. See, Ryan is already seasoned over here.
If that's what they do, then, like I said, the 2 women power trip needs to happen.
Yeah.
So I think if that is a match that happens, Bailey needs to win.
Yes.
And then it needs to squash the Charlotte feud. But, I mean, who knows? The WWE, they don't care about the women's division. They're not even thinking about after this match, if they do book these 2 in a match. They're not thinking, where does it go from here?
Nope.
They're going to worry about that come Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean,
They're
there's a
not-
pay-per-view. See, they book themselves, like you guys been saying. We all been saying this. They book themselves in a corner. Like they have so many things. It's so difficult to keep up. Like somebody of another podcast, we will not mention his name. He said it never ends. I will never forget that. It never
but
ends.
what would be the whole point if, okay, Charlotte lost. Yeah, she got kicked into the turnbuckle or whatever that was, her head, but she lost. Get to the back of the line.
Right?
I don't care if you're having this 4 horsewomen match. This is clearly a match to put on, the 4 biggest names in our company. We're putting on this match because it's the first episode on Fox. This match should have nothing with, the only title implication storyline should be the Becky and Sasha angle in this women's match.
Yeah. To me,
It shouldn't book another match with Bailey and Charlotte, because if I was Bailey, I'd be like, no, I beat you. See ya.
Yeah.
Right? Earn your shot again.
It should be Ember Moon again, or have like a battle royal, or have like like a fatal 4-way for whoever wins, and put Asuka there.
Where's Asuka? Where is Asuka?
Yeah, put Asuka there, put
Playing
Kyrie
video
there.
games.
But
on
yeah,
her
she
YouTube
became
channel.
a YouTuber. Yeah, she went to Capcom.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, she went to see Mega Man.
But they did beat her and Kyrie Sane did beat
Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
So that's
So maybe that could be another time
Wow.
for championship
And who knows?
match.
That could have just been throwing a dog a bone because they're like, oh, AEW,
I guess,
Japanese women.
I guess, but that could be the rematch for the championship with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Good.
And maybe this time Fire and Desire will win the championships.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to
But
take
I
the
don't
title
know.
of Alexa.
No, that's
though.
what I'm saying. Asuka and them, they beat, so they could.
Oh, yeah, they could challenge the
Yeah,
championships.
that's what I mean. So
yeah.
maybe they'll get the belts because then, or if they keep winning, but then Bailey and Sasha win, because the 4 of those women would have a good match.
That will be good.
If you let them go.
That will be good. That will be good. See, that's
But
fantasy
that's a big
booking.
if.
But that's a big if, and maybe like Kyrie and Asuka can challenge Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, and they will get the titles out of them. But I highly doubt it because they love Alexa that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still do, baby. I still love you too. So
You
I will never.
suck.
She could show up tonight and she could get a fucking SmackDown Women's Title match at Hell in a Cell.
Oh, well, that.
She could show. You know what I mean? This showed her so much.
She
we don't
just
know
has
yet.
to show the ass.
Please do.
And it's ridiculous.
Please do, because this guy will be very thankful for
You
that.
were gorgeous, but you suck in the ring.
And outside of the ring too. I'm sure.
Yes.
I don't care what they say. I don't care. Don't listen to them. Me. Focus on me.
You
Me.
suck.
So do you think that it's going to be any of the tag team titles defended?
I will say, we can say this, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler against the War Raiders.
That would be nice. I would like to see that. So, and the War Raiders right now.
I mean, they didn't do justice to the
Yeah.
War Raiders. The fact that they had to just relinquish the titles
Yeah.
and not being able to show to Monday Night Raw with the NXT championships, that was really bad. That to me was a very bad decision on Vince's behalf.
Yeah.
And they need to give them some kind of justice and maybe beat Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, which I doubt because it's a brand new team though.
Yeah.
Not just that, but like, I mean, I haven't seen what did these teams interact yet? Besides like 6-mans and not all that kind
No,
of
there's no
bullshit.
interaction. But
You know what I mean? I don't want to. That to me, I don't care if they would win the titles. If that match would be booked and they would win the titles on Sunday, I wouldn't care.
Mm.
because I'm not invested in these guys. I would maybe care if they book them correctly afterwards, and I'd be like, oh, these guys are good champions. Then I would care. But to me, like, none of these tag team matches, there's no feuds going on.
For example, I will do another thing. I will do Revival against Heavy Machinery.
But Heavy Machinery, they just lost on Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
they
just
lost the Raw Tag Team Champion, and they're from SmackDown.
Yeah,
the
but
problem is they lost.
yeah, to me, it don't matter. You look, because, like, what was that other scenario where the one team lost a few months ago? Oh, I think it was the Revival. Didn't they lose the Raw and then they challenged for SmackDown or something?
What
Yeah.
I think you're going to see tonight is the Usos are coming back. So you're going to see the Usos challenge the Revival again.
But then they should lose.
They
should
should.
be done. Because
Yeah.
what do you reward? Drunken stupidity with titles?
Well,
Undeservingly?
They love the Usos.
They love the Samoans.
They do.
They love Rikishi. They
do.
love The Rock. They love all the Samoans. They
Well,
love
they can
Yokozuna.
get the stink face. So
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I will say that. So, for example, I even heard this fantasy booking idea, right? We said about Roman and Daniel Bryan, right? So, Roman aligns himself with the Usos
well, that's what you should do at Survivor Series.
against
You continue.
Bryan and Harper and Rowan.
You
You could do that at Survivor Series.
You continue to feud. You do that at Survivor Series with Roman winning. So now you had Bryan and his group win it tonight,
Against Roman.
and then Roman wins at Survivor Series,
yes.
and then you have Roman and Daniel Bryan 1-on-1 at the Royal Rumble.
Maybe at the Royal Rumble. You keep the rivalry going
Yeah,
like really,
that's
really
what I'm
long.
booking.
Yeah, book it. Yeah,
That
make
would
it
be that would be good.
That would be nice. So that to me, it will be. See, now you're saying the Usos are coming up, so that will be good. Fresh for the tag team division on SmackDown because the Revival don't have challengers yet, so that's important.
Mhm.
And then we have a possible championship match for the Royal Tag Team Championships with the War Raiders because the War Raiders have been unbeatable. There is a good streak. They have not lost yet, so I think they deserve to have a championship match. When it comes to the IC Championship, Nakamura may be defending against Ali, although Ali keeps losing, but is the only one in contendership.
The IC title has drifted so far off the map. I don't know. The only thing I'm gonna say is the U.S. title. I said maybe you see AJ versus Cedric Alexander again, just because I know they love to book rematches.
Yes, yes.
See, I want to see this whole Nakamura run. To me, it almost needs to end where Sami Zayn
Challenges Nakamura.
challenges. He's like, he keeps winning, so he should beat Ali. Like, unfortunately, I think Ali deserves the title. But
Yes.
for this story, he needs to beat Ali, beat a couple other people, and then Zayn can be like, if it wasn't for me, you know, like, look at your record before I was with you, blah, blah, blah. And then he can maybe, like, after the match, like, hold up the belt instead of Nakamura, and they have a feud.
Yes.
That would
Whether,
be
whether
nice.
you give the belt to Sami and then he finally wins the gold or not,
He needs to. Like, he's
you know,
never.
that's up to the booker, but that's
They
the
have to
story.
push Sami
That's
at
the
some
story that
he's
needs to happen.
never held a championship.
They have to push him at some point.
Let's have to push him at some point. The guy is good, and the fact I will say to you, I will put a mask on and I will be El Generico again. I will go to
Well,
AEW.
Yeah, when he leaves, that's what's gonna happen.
That's what they need to do. So another match, let's see. Oh yeah, this match is confirmed. Has not been yet announced because it's going to be pre-show, but it's going to be Drew Gulak against Leo Rush for the Cruiserweight title.
I think Gulak is going to retain, but I think it's still going to be like they've all been a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Leo Rush, I don't know if you fast track him that much just coming back, but I do think he'll win the belt at some point.
At some point, but
And
not
did
now.
they change the name? I feel like I heard it's like the NXT Cruiserweight.
I
belt
think
or something.
they're merging them.
They're
They're
merging.
merging them into NXT
Yeah, they
now.
changed like the name of the division or the belt or the
Yeah, because there's not going to be 205 Live anymore.
I hope they change it. I don't mind the purple strap, but that'd be cool if they changed it.
Yeah,
I
it will
think.
be good, but like
Which-
it's a way for them to have exposure, like to a very more excited audience,
And
more
also,
live
I
audience.
wouldn't even mind if they take these matches. Like, I hope this is the last one on a WWE show, and then just put them on NXT television or put them on Takeover,
Takeover would be
where
good.
they'll get an actual, spotlight.
Yeah, I will say
Yeah.
that because they need to have more exposure
But
because they've
I-
been performing for dead crowds
Yeah.
or pretty much empty crowds.
I think Gulak retains here.
Gulak retains. I will say to me, Gulak is not ready to lose that championship, so I will go with Gulak. Although I'm a big Leo Rush fan, he has a really great moveset. He did the same cutter that Sammy Guevara did on Cody Rhodes, so he's a great wrestler to me.
Oh yeah. he's
Maybe he
good.
made a few mistakes in the main roster. Who cares? The guy is a legit wrestler, I can see him being the cruiserweight champion at some point.
I agree with Juan here, but yeah, I think Gulak. First of all, you know, Gulak is so good on the mic. Although I think Leo Rush proved he can be good on the mic.
Oh yeah, he's good.
But yeah, I think Gulak's run will continue. So I think he wins it here.
He wins it here. Any closing thoughts on this preview and predictions for Hell in a Cell?
Do you think they pull the swerve and Kofi wins tonight, and then they do Lesnar and Lesnar wins a Hell in a Cell?
I really
Or
don't.
do you think that's too bullshit?
I really don't think that. I really don't see.
If you do that, I will not watch Hell in a Cell.
I'm going to say that is bullshit, and Lesnar needs to win this match 9 minutes, 11 minutes max with Kofi, but he needs to whoop Kofi.
To me, it doesn't even need to take that long. It should be 1F5 and done.
Yeah.
Well, it should be, but I mean, Kofi, he's lanky, he's fast. Maybe gets out of the F5 here or there.
Maybe.
But when he hits it once, it's done.
It's done.
That's
yeah.
what I mean. Once he
What
gets
a
his
good
hands
match.
on him.
Like him and Finn Balor, I think, had an 8-9 minute match at
At
Royal
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble. It was
That
good.
was good.
It was good.
Him and Bryan, I mean, maybe not so much cat and mouse as Daniel Bryan and Lesnar, but that
Or
was
like,
a good match.
But the one
Him
with
and
Styles was pretty good. The one
Yeah.
with Styles was pretty good. I will say, well, the question you asked me, I don't see Lesnar fighting, in straight days. Like it was just Saturday as a day off. I don't see him doing that. Do I think they pulled the swerve? No. Just because the attack was so devastating.
Mm-hmm.
It made him look like even, more lethal.
That's what he said. Like, if he loses
Then
tonight to Kofi, what is that?
Ryan
You know what I
had
mean?
that post. He said in our page, so please check it out. Road Break on Facebook. We have it on Twitter. We're gonna have it on Instagram and the YouTube channel. He said, if Lesnar doesn't win on Friday night, this whole thing becomes irrelevant. And it's true. He pretty much almost kills Mysterio and his son, and he doesn't win the championship. Oh no,
I would love to even see
that would
him.
be the worst way to start.
I would
the
love to
Rollins
even
show.
see him fuck up the New Day.
I would.
Like his brothers come out, like Xavier throws him like a beanbag. You know what I mean?
Just all
and
three
even
of them.
even
Yeah.
Big E, because Big E's a big guy, but I
But
still want.
like beat the crap out of the three of them.
Yeah.
And
Because the thing is, too, you can't have your pancake throwing WWE. That guy cannot
If
be
he
your
comes
WWE
out, if he
champion,
comes out tonight in his match with Brock Lesnar throwing pancakes, it's done.
right?
Which he will.
oh yeah,
I wouldn't bet any amount of money on it because I'd be losing my money.
yeah.
He's gonna be come out zinging pancakes like a moron.
Yeah, so to me, that should be it. And I don't think he even needs a rematch. Should have been done.
Oh no, they're
Lesnar needs to go move on to somebody better.
Mm-hmm.
So that concludes the preview and predictions for that. I hope that Lesnar wins the championship, because if not, I'm going to have to do the review by myself. Because Brian said he wouldn't watch, and you will have some personal commitments, so I will have to do this by myself. So I'm really praying on the Lord that Lesnar actually wins the match. So I have somebody
the
to
Lord
do the
or
review.
the devil, Vince McMahon.
No, I don't pray to that Lord, because
Well,
we know that.
he's the one with the pen.
But he's the one that screws everybody over. So, I hope there's a natural being out there that can actually overrule what Vince thinks. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks to my brothers right here. This is the first time that whole panel is together. This is Rogue Break for you. We'll see you guys soon. We're going to have Facebook Live coming up, preview for SmackDown, and then the reactions after the show is over. Have a great day, guys.